Dan Book Nook Noggin here, and I'm here to share with you guys Devil's Creek by Todd Keisling. Now, I will admit, I'm probably like one of the last few people, last to the party, to finally read this, but I'm kind of glad I did. I will admit I was a little intimidated by its size. It clocks in at 394 pages, almost 400 pages. It is quite thick. But I will give it this. The fast pacing and the story kind of make it go a little bit faster than you really think it's going to be. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat, I can see influences from Stephen King. At times, I kind of felt like this was kind of similar to In the Tall Grass by Stephen King and his son Joe Hill. It kind of has like some of those Children of the Corn kind of vibes going for it too. Cosmic horror. Hey, Future Dan here. I completely forgot to mention when I was mentioning that this is cosmic horror, I forgot to mention that I really found it cool, the little Easter egg or the little wink wink nod tribute to Lovecraft by mentioning Miskatonic University in one of the scenes towards the end of the book. Cosmic horror, weird fiction, I guess you could say. There's a weird, wacky cult with a creepy reverend, ancient evil, old Native American, like, kind of stuff going on, too, and the history of it. So it's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I absolutely loved it. This is put out by Silver Shamrock Publishing. Now, I know this isn't his debut, but this is one you definitely should read. This is pretty strong story. Now, I know there was a short story that ties into this that was in Midnight in the Graveyard book, and I kind of read the short story before I read this, but it kind of helps make that short story make a little bit more sense now that I have had read this, and I might want to go back and reread that short story. Now, I finally finished listening to the podcast that Ink Heist did with Todd Keisling, and I remember him mentioning in that podcast that he was writing another book that was similar in vein, kind of similar with cosmic horror elements, I guess, and I'm kind of can't wait for that to come out because I think that would be just as good as this. Now, there are a lot of characters. For instance, there are survivors of this church cult mass suicide massacre, I guess you could say. I'm going to say that, and hopefully that's not too much of a spoiler, but there are survivors, like, it says it right on the back of the jacket. 6 kids survive this, and they're dubbed the Stafford Six. So yeah, there's a lot of characters, and we get a glimpse into each perspective from each character. You can kind of see certain characters kind of feel like they are the author, and that's kind of cool. Like the main character, Jack Tremblay, I kind of get that he's kind of like the author. I kind of get like vibes like that. But yeah, but like one of the things I loved about this is kind of unreligion kind of aspect to it. Like this religion moves into this town and kind of undoes a lot of things, and kind of its influence kind of like destroys this town from the inside out. And there's not too much more I can say about it. Yes, very big book, but I got to be careful what I give away because I really don't want to spoil it for you guys. I did give this a 4 out of 5 star rating on Goodreads. All the hype is legit. Of course, as always, for you folks in the US, I will have a link to Amazon down below. If you can help support my channel by buying me a coffee or two, I will have that link down below as well. And if you want to see more book reviews or book recommendations like this, by all means, hit that subscriber button and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Yeah, really, I was afraid because sometimes when a book is hyped, sometimes I'm afraid that book just won't be that good. But this book was very, very good. It did very much live up to the hype that everybody has been saying that it's a really good book. And it is a really good book. So we got that. I'm going to have to read his scan lines, which I picked up from from Max Booth's publishing house. So I'll have to check out that one sometime in the near future. That's all I got for you guys. Check this book out. It is, even though it is a big one, it is worth the read. Till next time, this has been Dan. Stay healthy and be good to each other.